Welcome everyone tonight to Core GT Season 15 for this one now, round number 8. Coming at you from virtual Circuit de Nevers Magny-Cours, if you want the full name. And yes, it's French, and I probably just butchered it.
Sounded good to me.
So I'm Mike, that's Mike, and I'm John up here in the booth for you tonight. Got this nice static blimp view of the track. You can kind of see it's, from up here it looks nice and flat. As these drivers will find, it's not quite. It is one of those tracks where if you are missing your rear diffuser, you will know. So, I have a nice mixed TV cam we're going to lock onto here. Looks like it's jumping on board with Kerry Corcoran. I have it set to most exciting currently. It's going to go to Dave Tilford, and then it'll be cycling through some of these drivers here as these guys are putting on some laps. Looks like it's 71 degrees here tonight. 45% relative humidity. It's a little cloudy. Winds coming from 8 miles an hour. So not, kind of semi-generic. Nothing too crazy. Let's pull up our info here. You can kind of see where your drivers are currently in their divisions and where they, as they start to set qualifying laps. As you can see on the top left of your screen there, got about a little under 4.5 minutes left of qualifying. Currently riding, looking at Stephen Wilcox in that, almost looks like the old school Marlboro livery.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting off that. I was kind of looking at that, so that's cool looking paint out there.
Yeah, but it's the biggest thing from I raced at this track once before with Core, as they go through that chicane right there. That final chicane is a not one of my favorites. It's not as bad as Barcelona, but it's funky. I mean, it's not as bad as, say, Barcelona or Fuji, but it's just, it's not quite exactly what you want.
Has its own set of challenges, you could say.
Yeah, trying to see who we got here, still running some laps. Looking at Lyman Chow here, currently in second in the bronze division for his qualifying effort, and that is 16th overall. Yeah, it looks like we got a few of the rookies. Still got a few hanging around that got a little bit of a later start or haven't gone on to race in those races yet.
Yep, looks like we got about 3 minutes left, but man, so far everybody's qualifying times are pretty darn close.
Yeah, you see Mason on provisional pole with that 137.458. Philip Adams, another one of the new guys here, 0.063 behind. Nickerson, 0.056. Noah, 0.044. And Ricky, 0.039. I mean,
it's close, man.
You're talking about a gap. I'm going to select Mason here. The gap from first to third is under 1/10 of a second in total. To get up to 2/10, you get Ricky Renner in sixth. 2/10 off Mason in first. If you get under your top 10, now after your top 6 here, Josh Anderson currently in seventh is 0.96 of a second off the back of Mason. So you're going to see your top 6. They're going to tear out of there and they're going to make some hay. The rest of the guys are not racing them tonight. When you're putting a second a lap on somebody, that's doing pretty good. But once you hit that point, with Josh there, to get to 2 seconds, you got to make it to 12th. So, you probably got a couple nice little 6, 3, 4 car groups here. But looking like from people that have set times, currently the slowest time posted is going to be Corey Williams, 4.1 seconds on a track where your lap time is a 130 to 141. Or 137 to 141. Doesn't seem like much, but it's a quick track, so getting getting around some of the lap traffic, as there will be some tonight. You know, I mean, you saw that was the difference in Ricky dropping off the back of Mason and Noah last week.
Sure, yeah.
So how well these guys can navigate the slower cars and get around them and not lose time overall is going to be an important part of our race here tonight. Yeah, you don't usually see those kind of discrepancies over there in the NASCAR side, do you?
No, not really. Not really. Yeah, I tell you what, after all the racing we had last week, I'm excited to see what these guys are going to do out here tonight. Obviously, you know, that first lap, hopefully everybody gives and takes a little bit. We get a clean start and let everybody spread out. But I'm excited. We had some great racing last week, so excited to see what these guys can do.
Yeah, just looking through
A little
here.
bit cooler than hot Atlanta, I will say.
Yeah, like as you can see, all the gravel that was on the track there for Nick Terrell. Jumping in here late at the end, getting a singular lap in. Looks like I'm guessing his first lap was deleted. But we are done with that, so let's give it a second. I'm going to pull up our grid here as soon as it's available. You can see a little bit of a lighting change out of the iRacing engine as they swing this over. Yep. Looks like Macon Smith taking home pole. Philip Adams is going to be second. Michael Schwartz in third. Fourth is going to be Nathan Nickerson. Noah Bosch. Sorry, my voice is cracking there. Starting in fifth. Ricky Renner starting in sixth. Josh Anderson in seventh. Dave Tilford in eighth. Ninth is going to be Kerry Corcoran. Michael Picone will be rounding out your top 10. Stephen Wilcox will be starting in 11th. 12th will be Josh Betts. 13th, Nick Terrell. 14th will be Charles Adams. 15th, Alex Jasper. 16th, Aaron Reed. 17th, Lyman Chow. 18th will be William Burrow. 19th will be Tristan Keeping. And 20th will be Dan Carrito. In 21st, we'll have Shane Cheng. Justin Welch starting in 22nd. 23rd, Corey Williams. 24th, Austin Dilts. 25th, Morgan Smith. 26th is going to be William Harvin. 27th, Romario Jackson. And Rene Badia Jr. in 28th. So it looks like 28 of these guys here tonight. So as you can see, the nice little field we got going there. Here we go.
Yep, got a nice little cloud cover for tonight. Looks like 95-degree track temp. That's way better than 128 at Atlanta. So that's going to, you know, hopefully show a little mercy on these drivers tonight.
I'm going to show you your overall grouping there. And just so the viewers know, if you take a little look next to the little vertical bars and next to the drivers' names, the blue is going to be for platinum. The gold is for gold. The silver is for silver/gray is for silver. The bronzy color is bronze. And red means rookie. So those rookie racers are the ones that have yet to do 5 laps in this particular discipline with us. Not 5 laps, sorry. 5 races. So, yeah. Be nice if David's algorithm could pick him up after 5 laps. But I think that's a little bit of a short-sighted thing. So as they get going here, I'm going to swap over to starter cam and we can kind of watch them taking their pace lap as everybody takes off the grid. See Barney with the green flag there already. This is going to be turn 1 that they call Grand, something I can't read on the little writing there. This is Estoril, so a lot of these corner names are from other famous circuits. Here is Adelaide, and so there's a little bit of a gap on the track between Estoril and Adelaide, as you can see them coming down in the left there. So it's a nice little camera getting, you know, guys will have definitely some time to pick up some speed coming into this corner. There is plenty, you know, they got a little bit of room to play and to make a few dive bombs into this corner. I'm sure those yellow cones will not all be there at the end of lap 1. So, did you try to do any laps here, Mike?
No, I did not, and I know it's pretty much every time we come to these tracks, I'm purchasing them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm an oval guy, so the chances of me getting out there and cutting grass or going in the cat litter, I'll let the professionals take care of this. I'll just enjoy some quality racing with some drivers that know what they're doing.
Well, you never quite know what, we've had guys that swore they were going to be road or oval guys that wound up being great oval, and oval guys that wound up being great road guys. But this,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it can transfer over for sure. I mean, you got drivers that are just, you can learn something for both types of racing for sure. But
so this corner complex here is Nürburgring, and then the one they should be coming up to here shortly is called Imola. Let's go ahead and put the track map up there. They should be. So before this section is another one of the few straights here. But I don't know if you noticed this, but the track's not that wide.
no, I was definitely looking at that. I was gonna say there's not a lot of room out there, so 2 and 3 wide could get a little interesting tonight if we see that.
Well, as you notice as they come through here, they're not exactly going side by side. They kind of,
Yeah.
having to give a little bit of space.
At 60 miles an hour, so wait till these guys get on that loud pedal. I think it'll be wild here.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing what a little bit of speed does. That was Imola. This is Chateau de something. Unfortunately, I think SDK did not expect camera name links quite this long. This is Complex do something. I should probably try to memorize these, but this is not a track. This track is not used a ton in iRacing.
Right.
So it's a nice breath of fresh air. See who put the practice in and who hasn't. And this is the final chicane here. I'm going to go back to our starter cam right here real quick. As you see him about to launch off. 5 red lights. Barney's waving the flag and go, 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 go. Mesa's running an M&M thing tonight. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Nick
Big
Terrell
wreck.
with
Big
a
wreck.
bad luck still.
Man, I believe Dave Tilford got a piece of that. I'm not sure. I thought I seen his car get a piece of that.
Looks like Josh Anderson is definitely involved in that. I see him dropping down through the order.
Oh, man.
This is that hairpin I was talking about. I kind of...
Oh.
Yep.
Got a couple more cars getting into it. Man, yeah, we were just talking about this track not being very wide, and it is showing its ugly face right now. That is unfortunate. Man.
But Philip Adams in second place. Noah hot on his tail, Ricky Renner. So these four are managing to make it through. Looking like Michael Schwartz taking a little bit of a dive down after that.
Yeah, we got a couple cars, I think. I'm seeing 4 cars that might have had to tow on pit road, so it's a bad start early on for these drivers. Yeah. Man.
If you look at the track map, you can already see that gap is starting to open up for all these guys here. But looking back, it was Josh Anderson. There doesn't look to be a ton of damage on that Corvette from what I can see.
No, it sure doesn't. Can't tell. I thought no, the nose is good. Yeah.
So he may have just had to go evasive and just or spun and decided to sit and wait. So Josh with the tail end of the field challenge back towards the front. We'll have to see. Keep checking in with him on how he's doing.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. Was that a little bit of a normal start for this track here? Is that usually pretty here on that first turn?
I think with the track temp differences, cold tires, the pace speed seemed to be a little low. So
yeah.
Oh, Kenwood's circuit never want to run here again. Yeah, this is not on my list of tracks. The last time I ran here, wound up losing the rear diffuser on the Porsche, and this is back when the damage report was just coming about.
Yeah.
And so rear diffuser damage wasn't listed in their things. And I
Well,
kept
the
losing the rear end of the
a lot.
car. I think I spun 18 times that race. And it
Oh,
was just... But I didn't realize that I had no rear diffuser.
oh man.
And it was...
I could imagine.
It was painful to watch.
We're
But
starting to spread out a little bit, give each other some room now, so...
yep, even after that incident, Nick Terrell has gained 4 spots. He's up to 9th. So... Tilford not really seeing too much damage on that Merc.
Seems like every week here, I think Nick plays the fuel game with us, and we always keep an eye on that. So let's see if he's going to kind of play that game tonight. It'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, I think Nick runs another series before this and has to kind of retabulate his brain every time before hopping in. So there's a lot of times he only, his practice right before the race or warm-up is a qualifying lap.
Yeah.
Showing Ricky Renner setting the fastest lap, that last lap, a 137.68. I'm guessing it's not counting, or 137.68. So.
Yeah, I was watching him qualify. Practice. He was throwing down some good laps. So look for him to have a good run tonight for sure.
Yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to say it or if I was going to say it, but we got the old Noah and Mason show up front again. They are nose to tail. I know they got a lot of camera action last week, but man, it's just the whole race was just intense. So they are picking up right where they left off. That's for sure.
Yeah, let's check and see how this pass went here. Looks like Adam's getting out kind of into all that gravel there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that opened up the door. Wait a minute. I'm seeing 2 M&Ms.
Yeah, I seen that at the beginning here.
I wonder if that was orchestrated or just...
Ooh, we got somebody off the track here.
Yeah, but that's how he got around there. That is... Looks like William Harvin. Let's take a look there.
Yeah, it looks like he just went for a spin. I don't really think he made any contact.
Yeah, got on the rumble strip on the outside there.
Oh, yeah. I think he did make some contact.
Okay, so...
Not really seeing a lot of damage on the
So
the
let's
347 machine.
slow down and let's rewatch this first part here. This is Nick Terrell's crash. Oh. That's before the green. That was pace lap.
Yeah, I was going to say, there was a lot to unpack that first lap. It was pretty dicey, unfortunately.
So it looks like Nathan Nickerson clicked for going off track here. Okay. So,
like that whole outside line just went right in the cat litter. Oh, man.
yeah. Yeah, so Nick not really suffering any damage, but you see the 2 Porsches spinning there.
It looked like Nick caught a little door, or he got hit in the door, if I'm not mistaken, but I guess he didn't. Guess it wasn't enough to really do much.
Yeah, let's... I mean, it looks like a violent hit, but...
It did. Yeah, that's what I was like, man, he's got to have something.
Oh, so there's kind of a hitbox on the door of these cars, where they don't really take a lot of damage.
Ah.
And then...
Say, I'm kind of looking at his car right now. I don't see
showing
anything.
Corey Williams going off track. He just loses it right there. And then Let's see the crash from Josh Anderson here. What happened with Josh? Is they're coming down in here? Does he get touched or? Oh. Yeah, a little bit of contact between him and Corey, but doing a little Tokyo drift there. Whoa!
Oh, wow,
Just
I
a
didn't
brown
see that.
pants moment.
Oh, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Wow.
And then
Yeah, as tight as this track is, that was impressive for everybody to maneuver their way and not get into that car. That could have been bad for a lot of drivers. Whew. That was close. That's about as close you want to get, I'd say.
So I think this was... Oh. So the car that we saw that did not stop is going to be Alex Jaspers. He already had damage and... Yeah. Okay.
Well, at least he kind of got out of the way and just... Oh, man, we got cars missing pieces. And
so this here is... I
told
believe...
you at first that was wild. There was a lot to unpack there. We had multiple things going on here.
So they're trying to go 3 wide. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Okay. So I saw the McLaren coming in hot, but the McLaren had got bumped by... I think that's going to be...
I guess he just kind of overcooked it and just there wasn't much you could do at that point. You're kind of
he dove to the inside. Yeah.
Oh,
and I
he
think
just
that
punted that car.
I think that's a little bit of net code too. I mean, there was going to be contact, but I think the net code made that shove way harder than what it should have been. And then
now that's bump drafting right there, guys.
Yeah. Then we got Morgan Smith here. So what happened to the Lambo? Because he misses that. And then I guess, okay, so it just showed him just going slow. And then we have another crash for Josh here. Coming in the end. Is this going to be him going, I want no part of this, I will slow down and let you sort it out.
Yeah, he was late to the party.
Yep. That's just slowing down. And
well, we got that out of the way. I think we're going to be good the rest of the race. We just had to have one little pile up there.
Then we have another one for Romario Jackson here, missing his front end, not having anything. And, yeah, he decides to tow it. Oh, no. Looks like he was going to tow, but all right, let's go back live here. Noah has gotten around Mason. Crazy says, I think his brake said, not today, boss.
May not have had a little heat in them yet.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, though, but good thing is there's still plenty of time for these drivers to pick up some spots. I mean, no good time for that to happen, but I guess I'd rather it happen at the beginning than the end.
Yeah, Dave Tilford has made his way back to 8th, where he started on the back of Kerry here. See if Dave's going to make a move down into the hairpin here. Or not, that's not the hairpin. Thought about it. So you're going to try to focus on the exit and get a better run. You can see all that power in that Merc kind of little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You can see the brakes lighting up. Yep. Dave driving a little on the aggressive side, it appears. Not his normal. Taking all the curb, getting to get as much draft as possible here.
I could have swore he got caught up in something at the beginning, but
he did.
Think he sneaked through.
He did, but looks like he took no damage from it.
Yeah.
Okay. So is he going to go there? Okay, Kerry's going to make him go to the outside to the braking zone here.
It's a great battle.
Oh!
Oh, little contact.
Yep.
Easy, boys.
Trying to cut back. Not quite. But Kerry is going to have an entire window full. Do the nose cam here with Dave. You're going to look around the outside. Going to try to cut back on the bottom.
It might be the closest battle right now we have on the track. I tell you what, these guys are getting after it. Kind of skimming through here.
Yep, it does appear to be the closest one. And some of this is, you know, a lot of this is going to be where your, rear engine car has a traction coming out of the corner. But yet, in some of these braking zones where you have to trail brake, it's trying to make sure that you don't get too much rotation.
Can you turn the traction control up to 10 on those things?
Actually, you can.
What is the limit? Okay.
I believe it is either 9 or 10 on a lot of these cars. Some may go higher, some may go lower. So it all depends on, what engineer thought what kind of spread would be useful. There we go. Here we go. Dave's going to go to the inside.
He's there. He's got the momentum. How hard is the other car going to battle him? Looks like he's going to tuck in behind Tilford, so see if he's going to maybe try to outbrake him here or just kind of tuck in and put some laps off here.
That is Dave picking up one spot into top 7 there. Let's see, who else do we have? We got another little three-way here.
Can we just call that the Marlboro car tonight? It's so iconic. I mean, it's awesome paint, but man, yeah, as soon as you said that, it's like, yeah, that's all I see now.
It's missing the deep little V that they all had, but
yeah,
it's the right red. Even the Motul, kinda, if you stretch it out, could look like Marlboro.
Yeah, with the white wheels, it looks good.
Yeah, I'm generally not a fan of white wheels, but they work very well in that particular livery.
Yeah.
Sure, on a 70s pickup truck with those old school wagon wheels. Yeah, white wheels, yeah. They were cheap back then. That's what everybody, people were like, man, I would love a set of those. It's like, that's what everybody who was broke ran. And even if they were white, if you took it off-road, you probably rattle-canned them once every few months to make them white again and not...
Speaking of off-road, woo, it's getting dicey.
Yeah, McLaren was thought about trying to make a move to the outside of the Porsche, decided better of it.
Yeah.
But he's got, Steven's got Aaron Reed and that Corvette right on his tail as well. So a nice little battle going on here.
Yeah, you can kind of throw a blanket over these guys. This is tight battling right here. It's, one little mistake, and you could just, you got the other guy right there to take advantage of it. So you got to be so smooth on these road courses, man.
Yeah, and like I said, it's, everybody always says, oh, well, a dirt track racer can't be good on road, and oval guys aren't good on road, or road guys aren't good on this or that. But, you start seeing, like, the little crossover routes, so famous from dirt oval racing.
Yep.
They work here, too,
Yep, absolutely.
You sell that dummy fake, the guy covers the inside, and, all you had to do was get him to compromise his exit line, because you were looking at making the pass at the exit, not the entry.
Yeah. Well, and we've talked about it before, watching these guys race. I mean, it just takes that one time where you got the guy looking in the mirror instead of focusing on what he's doing, and I mean, it doesn't take much. Not even off the track, just kind of missing your braking point or not picking up the throttle because you're looking in the mirror. So, same as the oval stuff. Sometimes you don't. All you gotta do is just wait for the other guy to make the mistake. If you can be smooth, you can get the pass done. So.
Yeah,
looks like we got a taker on pit road. We got old Nick talking about the fuel guy.
I'm wondering if he may have had a little bit of wheel damage or something, and
I just don't see how he didn't, man. He got literally T-boned, and that car took flight when he got hit. So I could imagine he had to have been fighting something.
Oh yeah, look. So he took a fast repair when he came in, because you will see that damage on the rear side. Pop.
Oh, okay. So it was. I even changed the view on my end, and you couldn't really notice it. So yeah, okay. So he had quite a bit of damage. Like I said, man, his car was up in the air whenever he got T-boned. I was like, how did he escape that? But Looks like he got his damage fixed and he's back on the track. So we'll see what Nick can do here.
Yeah, I saw one that had like a little. It was one of the TCRs, but was it a VIR? Got turned sideways and turned into a little helicopter.
Yeah. Well, you know,
He got hit about 4 times, getting turned into a helicopter each time. It was one of those like, can y'all leave the poor guy alone?
I know we race the Gen 6 cars for our league at 191, and sometimes you can actually get hit, but then the damage model doesn't show up. Now, of course, the Gen 6 cars and the Cup Series stuff are a little bit older. They don't get necessarily updated as much, but it seems like with the GT Series stuff, the damage models are pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean,
they show the damage. You know, when somebody gets hit, it's typically you can see it.
Yeah, I mean, NASCAR, you'll get the pit guys coming out and changing tires and stuff. I wish they would do it for the GTs, but I realize there's 3 NASCARs. They're all technically the same, but watching the guys swap out tires would be fun.
Yeah, it definitely adds that element to the simulator, you know. But I tell you what, Ricky has closed the door on Mason. He's getting there. I'd say he's probably getting a sniff of that draft here on the straightaway. So Ricky's having a heck of a run tonight.
Noah stretched out a 3-second lead over Mason here. Let's see. Just double checking, making sure I don't see any.
A little curb hoppage.
Showing William Harvin going off track here. What happened to this? Oh, yep. If you saw all that gravel there.
That might have been the quickest tow I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, because right here, it starts kicking up gravel, gets on the rumble strip, and you're a passenger at this point. You can already see he's got as much steering lock, I bet, as he can give, and it's straight into the wall.
Was that not the quickest tow you've ever seen, or was that the... Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's out of here. Yeah, there's a lot of debris right there on that corner. That's something to keep an eye on.
Well, when they quit that quick, you wondered, did somebody just kill the power button?
They already know.
Get a little bit of a battle here between Josh, Michael, and Lemon Chow. So Josh making his way back up. Made it up to 16th so far. And the Chase Decals Corvette there.
Oh, we got some contact. Oh, there's a lot going on right now. Stephen Wilcox, Josh, William Burrow. Man, they about wadded it up there.
Let's see. Oh. Click on Steven here. Let's see what we missed, because none of that came through on SDK.
I don't. They didn't actually wreck right here. You're gonna see they got in really hot, and it was kind of they did a good job. But that could have been really bad.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, right there. That's what I seen. I was like, oh my gosh. Ooh, nice job getting out of the way there. But man, that corner, that's kind of been a troublesome corner for some of these guys here tonight.
And you got these 4 cars stacked here on top of each other. Yeah. But in case anybody was curious what the inner fender liners look like on a Porsche GT3, they are currently on display as Mr. Michael is missing his front bumper.
We appreciate that for the car here. Oh my God, these braking
I don't know if that's that camera angle, but it looked like that was death incoming.
Yeah, he sent it in there. That's what I was saying. These braking zones tonight, man, they are getting after it.
Yeah. Starting to see some people down into pit lane now. These should be quote unquote natural pit stops.
Yeah.
Noah, the gap to Mason, is still hanging around that 3 seconds, but there's Ricky.
He's there.
Yeah. So, yeah, no shock. It's Noah, Mason, and Ricky again. All here on the top podium. But Nathan Nickerson... Oh, okay. Mason pitting in a lap earlier than Noah. Do we see... I'm going to keep an eye... I'm wondering if I see a little bit of damage on the right side. Yeah, and... Got me a pit lane. Did I see a little bit of a texture change there?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I couldn't tell if something changed or if that was the lighting or... It almost looked like something moved, didn't it? Maybe not.
May have just been a weird iRacing thing, but...
We'll blame it on the clouds.
Mason back out. Gap to Noah. 35, 32 seconds to Ricky. So, if I can remember to get it back off the pit lane cam that just likes to track the car through its trees here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell you what, pit road's getting busy here. We got quite a few drivers coming down.
You know, at this point, I'm wondering if we need to maybe break out the breathalyzer, make sure nobody's had too much French wine before the start.
Oh, we got one looping it around off a pit. Oh, that's hard contact. Who is that? Oh, man. Yeah, that is unfortunate. The 97 here. Looks like he just looped it coming off a pit here. Just got the barrels.
That would be Romario Jackson here.
Yikes.
He just got that bumper fixed, too. Oh, he did the no-no thing. He touched the green stuff. So, in case you're curious, that grass is slick. They call it iRacing ice.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Luckily, I don't think anybody made contact with them, so...
iRacing looks like they decided to maybe take a little pity on Romario there and gifted him the front bumper back. So let's check in through here. Yep, your closest battle here between Michael Schwartz and Nathan Nickerson.
Looks like Ricky made his way around Mason to take over P2, so...
Yeah, that could be interesting with the cold tires. We'll have to jump in and keep an eye on this one here. Noah pitting the same time as Ricky. Gap from Ricky to Noah, 3.5 right now. Yeah. But, I mean, as we said, I pretty much guarantee that what handed probably Noah the spot this time could have very well been a lapped car.
Yep.
Because if you take a look at the track map there, there's definitely all parts of the track covered.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, Noah's getting around a lap car right now, so something definitely going to have to deal with this entire race for sure. Everybody is spread out.
Now let's...
Got another driver off here. Looks like Michael in the number 972 machine just took a little bit of a ride.
You said 972.
Yep.
These the three-digit numbers are hard to find. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he just kind of gassed it up coming off the exit there and just looped it.
Checking in with our series sponsor here, Mr. Josh Anderson. We do appreciate the help they give for the prize fund and the broadcasting there at Chase Decals. So if you need some graphic design work, they're your people. They mostly do vehicles, fleets, and whatnots, and business stuff. So if they've got a need, yeah, hit up Josh and he can get you taken care of. He is still running 16th, so still down 9 spots from his original starting after the tale of woe from lap 1 out of Josh.
The zip ties just tightened back up. That's all crazy in the chat. They were talking about the bumpers going on and off the cards.
Actually,
there's nothing wrong with using some zip ties to hold some components on it. I'm sure it's happened before.
I had to instruct someone not too long ago about how to use zip ties to hold the rear bumper of his Altima back on. And he goes, well, why would I drill into it? I'm like, so it stays attached. It is. The Spaceballs Mercedes there. So Nick Terrell, even after his bad luck, is up 6 positions from his starting spot. So Spaceballs the Beamer looking nice. So he's going to keep his head down and see what he can turn out. So since he stopped at lap 10...
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm just kind of skimming through some stuff, and looks like William Harvin went off the track here on the front stretch. No big deal. I don't think he got into anything. Oh, gosh, that could have been really bad.
Yeah, is that the same corner? No, that's ooh.
Looks like he hopped the curve, lost the back end, and at least he held on, and then, well, yeah, nobody made contact with him. I was kind of skimming through to make sure he got off the track cleanly, so he's had a couple spins tonight, so a little bit of a tough night there for William there.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you have to wonder about here with the Aston after its nerfing and losing some of its benefits. It can be very hard to hang on to, but hey, Mason got the gap down now to 0.4 of a second here. So, yeah.
Yep, that'd be, he hopped that curve pretty good there, didn't he?
Yep, and if you look at the time, well, didn't lose as much from that little bump in as I would have expected. Yeah, but most of these guys, you know, when you're around 2,000 iRating, car selection matters just a little bit. But you start getting up into these guys that are 3, 4, 5K, like Noah, Ricky, and Mason. The little idiosyncrasies of each car. You know, now that we're running open setups, that's a little different because you can kind of tailor it to your particular driving style as well.
Right.
But, you know, it's one of those things where outright lap pace, they're all even. You know, that's the whole point of the balance of power. The adding kilograms to this car, taking away some power from this one, you know, messing with the fuel tank size, all that stuff is, you know, is to make the end lap times the same. However, when you look at individual corners, some cars are better at some corners. You know, like we've mentioned with before, with the Porsche being rear engine, you know, slow speed tight corners, it has a big jump out of those corners because the motor is sitting on those rear wheels. They got plenty of traction.
Right.
But you try to swing that thing back and forth to a chicane that's a light braking event going into it, you're gonna have to be more careful. You may be able to put that hot lap in once, but doing it over the course of an hour, a lot of times it'll bite you. You know, and if you ask Ricky, it happened to him a few seasons ago when he was in that Porsche. So, yeah, over on the oval side, all the NASCARs are supposed to drive the same. I constantly hear guys saying, oh, well, the Chevy doesn't deal with radiator damage nearly as well as the Ford. All right, that's oval racing. Those guys will look for anything. You know,
I will say I don't know how much this is true, but like especially with the next gens, with the front ends being different from like the Chevrolets, the Toyotas, and the Fords. Maybe on the plate track stuff where you got to use that front bumper to push, maybe the Chevys kind of having more of a pointed nose might be a disadvantage. But I mean, yeah, you know, I don't know how much that's true, but that would be about the only body difference I could see is just different nose shapes, you know.
Well, That was one of the things iRacing did. Is all three of the cars are supposed to have the same exact aero model. That the only difference is supposed to be what they look like.
Right.
Yeah, but people always say everything's got a little bit of, special sauce here or there. And at the end of
Unless
the
you ask
day,
Harry Hogg, there's nothing stock about a stock car. So.
I wonder if you're going to pull that one in. It's a great quote.
It is. It is very.
Yeah.
That is such a quotable movie. So an iconic was, Harry Hogg was wise beyond his years for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is, I wish they would have just called Harry Hogg Smoky Eunuch and made it, done that man some justice. Because the whole extra big fuel line, that was Smoky.
Shaping cars like bullets. Oh, Harry Hogg.
So.
Yeah, he gets referenced a lot, That's just such an iconic movie, and he played that part
Showing a
so
crash
good.
out of Austin Dilts here. You don't see Austin make too many mistakes. What is it? Just... Oh!
Oh.
Okay. No harm, no foul, other than some screaming rear tire temp there. But yeah.
Like he lost a couple spots. Was that for position? I think
That was a position on Dave, and now... Well, no. Austin is down in the pack. He was involved in lap 1 shenanigans. But checking in here, yep. Looking at... The mix cam keeps going to the interior shots. That'll show you the gap there between Mason and Ricky. But Noah 6 seconds out front. Giving him a little bit of luxury here and there to take and pick his lines around. Man. That Aston does not seem to like those curb jumps. It is throwing that thing in the air. And it's an Aston. She gotta be chunky.
She is a little bit of a thick girl, but... Well, you don't realize it watching it, but when you're in those cars and you go over one of those bumpers, I mean, they're off the ground quite a bit. I mean, it definitely will get the car some airtime, so... And we've talked about it before, definitely throwing the balance off the car. Well, the less rubber you have on the ground, the worse that balance is going to be.
Yeah. Now, if you watch the V8 Australian supercars, those guys will hit 3 curbs in a row, put 1 tire down between all 3 curbs. Yeah. Don't ask me how. Other than I'm going to say they're Aussies and they're crazy. It looks like Josh Anderson catching up to the back of Justin Welsh. Yeah, this one will be for position. Got that kind of retro wave paint job on the Merc and the neon green.
Yep.
Let's see.
Nice little battle here.
Yeah. Josh staying... Yeah, I gotta wonder if that's an off track. By Formula 1 standards, it definitely is. Or is that... Showing an accident here for Shane.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to go back and look at that. That was right in front of Ricky and Noah, or Mason, excuse me. Right as they were coming to the front stretch to take the take lap 23 for them. Yeah,
Okay, he just got out of the way.
I think once Ricky and them catch up to him, kind of watch this as they were coming to the front stretch, you'll see what I was seeing here.
Let's look
right here.
Yeah.
You'll see whenever they hit the last little chicane there to hit the front stretch, it looks like the Porsche kind of locked it up and they about rear-ended them. That was very close.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna see. Oh, and it looks like he might have got into Ricky a little bit. That was close.
Yeah, I'm not showing any quote-unquote crash from those. But
That's about as close as you want to get.
let's go back here. Let's see how Josh gets around Justin there. Justin kind of just ran a little wide. Open the door, and Josh says, well, thank you very much, sir.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Gave him a gap he could drive a Mack truck through. Which, drove a Mack for the first time at work the other day. I realized
Nice.
Every Mack driver looks at a Bulldog's butt all day.
That's true.
That had never occurred to me. I was just like, I thought it'd be kind of cool having a Bulldog on the front, and then you realize you're the one looking at its butt all day. But let's see, who do we got here in a nice... Yep, it's really just these two here. Justin looking like he might want a little bit of a little bite of Josh there. Where
Yeah,
is he
crazy.
going?
I agree with you. That was a good move on the Porsche to just kind of let them guys go.
It's one of those, it can be helpful for the leader, but at the same time, you got to be careful on how you do it. You know, if you telegraph that you're getting out of their way, that's fine. Because I've had Mason and Nick Nickerson at one point behind me, and I was a lap car. And yeah, I pulled over, let off the gas on the straightaway, let them by there.
Yeah.
I did not want to be involved in their battle. I was just trying to finish the race at that point. Yeah. So there are times and places to do it. And, the middle of the chicane, however, is not one of them.
Yeah. Well, especially, like tonight, this track just being not very wide as it is. I mean, it's so easy to kind of get caught up in something.
Yep. Looking down through here, our biggest gain out of the night so far is Morgan Smith up 16 positions, looking to make that 17 all over the back of Kerry here. Have to see where he's going to make that move. We'll do. Kerry running a little wide. That's a nice little shot there, the going airborne. It's going to have the inside here, and yep, makes that pass look easy. But checking it back up front here, we still have Mason and Ricky, and they're together. However, our leader, Noah, 8 seconds out in front. He has currently lapped all the way up to 18th. And you see Michael ahead of him, letting him by.
Yep.
Not a bad way to do it there. I mean, I said not in the chicane, but if you're telegraphing I'm going off track and being over here.
Yeah, he kind of caught him in a bad spot right there. It's kind of hard to get out of the way for that.
Yeah.
So,
and that's one of those things that, the gap now to 9.6. Oh.
Somebody's off the track.
Mason Smith having a crash here. What happened?
Uh-oh. Lots of debris right there on the track.
Oh!
Oh, man. It's like he curb hopped it a little bit.
Oh! And then...
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be a tow.
Yep. That's what it was. I saw Mason just drop off the screen there. I'm going to find... Let me stop this real quick.
It's like he got some air off that curb, and then you could just see all the debris right there. There is a ton of stuff on the track.
Yep. I'm going to hop into the inside view from Alex Jaspers here. For him, he sees this, and then... yeah.
That didn't look like a ton of contact right there, but I mean, it was definitely enough.
Yep, just right. I mean, and that's one of those you're not quite sure where Mason's going to go.
Right. Oh, that's unfortunate. He was having a good battle with Ricky up there.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it.
And that has promoted Michael Schwartz here to your podium positions. And he has Nathan Nickerson yet still on his rear end. You know, obviously you see the matching teammate liveries.
Yeah, they've been nose to tail most of the race.
The term livery, I know it's English. I just don't know what the American version of that is. It doesn't sound English.
Well, it's like in the NASCAR stuff. They don't get paints anymore. It's wraps.
Yeah.
There's no paints.
Yeah, because it's a whole lot easier to repair a wrapped panel than it is to paint up a new one.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
You know, I mean, if you were the painter for some of these guys, oof. Yeah, I mean, if you heard about the passing of NASCAR's, you know, one of their better drivers there. Yeah, I can guarantee you one thing. If he had an actual painter painting every one of those cars, I don't think the painter would have liked him. You know.
Yeah.
Earnhardt's painter wouldn't have liked him, and yeah. You know, but when all you got to do is rewrap the panel, it's a whole lot easier.
Yeah, just looking too. Unfortunately, it looks like Mason Smith has manually disconnected, so it's going to be a tough night for him. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Guessing this is going to end up being one of Mason's drop races. Yeah. So
I thought I'd just seen somebody go around on the front stretch. Was that?
I believe that's going to be. Is that going to be William Harvin?
I thought I'd seen somebody go around. They must have towed really quick, but I thought I caught the back end of somebody going around.
Yeah, I think Williams got a fast tow button there, but
yeah, that's unfortunate. He's definitely had a tough go tonight.
Yeah, this is not an easy track by any stretch of the imagination.
No, not at all.
But let's see. I was curious. You had, where did he go? Nick Terrell. So he pitted on lap 25. These guys are currently on lap 26. So he's got,
some
yeah,
pit stops here.
Well, he's got 15 minutes, so he could, if he took a full tank load, he's good to the end. Which means these guys up to about Carey here. He should come out somewhere between Carey and David after they go through their second pit stop phase. So Nick definitely, well, he's currently in 10th, so he's targeting, you know, maybe a top 5 if he can pull something off with David there.
Yeah, he's done a good job recovering after that early damage he took at the beginning of this thing, so definitely not down and out yet. He's got the possibility to get a great finish tonight.
If it's the Oval All-Star race, the official name is duct tape.
Oh my gosh, that was awful.
Yeah. No stars would have been my personal selection of that.
Yeah, that race was pretty bad.
Let's see, Nick on the back of the 341 there. Hop onto the nose of this BMW and kind of see. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, hold on to her.
But you see, you know, you start getting some of these platinum drivers, and you can start with things like that right there. The two in front of them diving into the corner and then realizing Nick, seeing what's going on, slows up before the corner and gets ready to get that exit. And looking at lap time, and it all came out about the wash there for him.
That 97 got back on that throttle and got out of the way as quick as he could. He was smoking the tires to get down to the grass. So that's a good job by him getting out of the way there.
But there you go. Woo! You can see when you get the chicane just right, the improved exit you get there.
Yep.
So Nick now going to be targeting Wilcox.
Yep. So it looks like Kerry in the 28, he's coming out of pit road, making his stop.
Yep. He's getting nobody
like
behind him.
Dan's coming out. Schwartz is on pit road right now. So pit road is picking up.
Yeah. Wilcox will be coming in. And so will Adams. So Tilford has been in and out of the pits, so from Tilford to Nick is 16 seconds. Not sure if that's going to be in the realm of what Nick could pull back down on David, but definitely going to want to watch to see him try. Dave just kind of in no man's land. 51 seconds to Schwartz ahead of him. 3.8 to Adams behind him. But like I said, Adams still has to pit at least one more time.
Yeah, Dave's having another good run. He's been really consistent this whole season, it seems like. He's had solid finishes.
Like Alex Jasper's coming out of the pit now, and that I want to say that's Faf that does the plaid paints. It's a lumberjack Merc there. This is what we call Noah in the pits. Ricky in the pits.
Yep, Stephen Wilcox is coming off pit road right now.
Yeah. Now let's see. Their gap on the way in said 12 seconds. Is Ricky going to be able to close that down at all? Is there any going to be pit stop shenanigans?
Yeah, Ricky is on. He's coming off a pit road right now. Who else is with him here? Michael in the 972 is also 13. Coming off a pit road.
Yeah, Ricky 1 second slower in overall pit lane time than Ricky. So we got that. Looking back through here, you got William Burl and Dan Corritto here. Dan looking to get around William here. We're going to look down to the inside of this one.
Thought better of it.
Yeah. Little Porsche on Porsche action.
Thought he might try to late break him there, but he's just going to tuck him behind and...
We got another little bit of a battle here with Tristan Keeping. But so we got about 10 minutes left. We're gonna almost forgot to do this. If Kim's Cups and More is your one-stop shop for all your apparel needs, whatever your pleasure, Kim's Cups and More has it all. Check them out on Facebook today. That's Kim's Cups with a K and More. So I know we have used them for some branded merch in the past, but if you need that, just get in touch with them.
Yeah, Kim's Cups and More, they help us out at 191, and they're awesome. They're good people.
Also, who else do we have here? Yeah. So after this, Nick getting that gap down to David down to 15.3. 10 minutes to go. He'd have to be catching David at a rate of about 1.5 seconds a minute, which means he's going to need a 2-second a lap faster lap time, and he has about a second. He can get close, but he's going to need a mistake out of Mr. Tilford, to do anything much with that.
Tell you what, the way these curves have been biting some drivers tonight, I mean, it could happen,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And as you saw with Mason, it's not always, it may not be your fault to begin with, but
right.
A little bit of a blink out of Nathan Nickerson there. But, for the final podium position, teammates and all, how hard did the gloves come off in the last few minutes there?
Yeah, like I said earlier, these guys have been kind of nose to tail this entire race. Oof, Noah's having a little trouble getting around that lap car up front, but he finally gets to pass it on the front stretch here.
Yeah.
Getting around Aaron Reed here.
So, Noah gonna see from what we got from Reed. Noah would maybe have a chance of lapping all the way to Dan Carrito in 10th place. Currently, yep, again, your largest gainer is Morgan Smith, up 17 positions from his start into a top 8. Let's swap our thing over here so that everybody can see who's in which divisions and how they're doing. Currently, Noah leading in platinum, Michael Schwartz leading in gold, Gary in silver, rookie is Charles Adams, and bronze Aaron Reed leading that one. Let's look back through here and see what else we have. Showing a caution for Burrow here. I'm wondering if he picked up a slowdown. Yeah, that's what it was, because it just disappeared. Guessing someone had to, took a little too much curb and having to slow down and give him a second to catch back up. Got about 5 minutes till race end here. If you need any candle stuff, check out Backbone Candle Company. It's just a small candle company made by a tough mom, strong family, and a new dream. Check them out on Instagram, whatnot, Facebook, and TikTok. So, I know we were joking around not too long ago, asking him if he had some old two-stroke castor oil smells.
I would definitely be purchasing some of those. That would be awesome.
Yeah. The problem is everyone's like, oh, I want one with race gas, or do you have, I can imagine them trying to do one with nitromethane, but it's like, I don't know if you've ever been around one of those motors when it's burning it. Breathing is not a good thing.
Yeah, we'll let you be the test dummy. You buy the first candle and give us a review on that and see how you feel.
I've never mixed RC nitromethane into a fuel tank of a gasoline-powered motor and tried to see what happens.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot.
I've never seen rods exit both sides of a block where you can put your hand in one side and out the other. These are all things I don't know nothing about.
In theory.
Yeah, checking in back with our leader, Noah. Ricky slowly taking that gap down. It's down at 12 seconds now. Was 11 there for just a second.
Yeah, I think Noah's kind of had some troubles fighting through some lap traffic, and I think a lot of it's just where Noah's catching people in the wrong spots, and you just got to be a little bit more patient to make the move and let the other driver have an opportunity to kind of get out of the way. So, still been a very smooth race for Noah, but I'd say just kind of fighting through the traffic and being patient. He's got plenty of time to make his moves.
Yeah. You see Ricky kind of running in some clean air right now. Nobody around him. Then,
yeah, with 3.5 minutes here, it's
Nathan
Noah's
Nickerson.
have a big mistake. Uh-oh.
Is he got... No, Schwartz is still... Yeah. I was thinking those two had swapped positions, not yet.
Yeah, somebody was off the track there. I think it was...
Looks like Josh Betts. And maybe Romario Jackson.
Yeah.
So, Noah picking up a little yellow caution flag for some reason. But it has been cleared out now. Checking in with Dave Tilford. Kind of just in, once again, no man's land.
Yeah.
For finishing the race with 0 X's and whatnot, this the right thing to do. You know, we saw him have a little contact earlier on, but yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of right in the nest of that mess at the beginning of this race.
Oh,
Qualified
here we go.
8th, so
Charles Adams looking to make a move here on Morgan Smith. But going out in the kitty litter like that will not help you there, Charles.
broadcaster's curse. As soon as we put him on there, he goes for a dip in the litter there.
It's real. Then you got these two still playing peekaboo with each other. Justin finding a way to get around Josh, so we'll have to see if Josh can repay that favor. But right on his tail is second and third. Or sorry, third. Oh. Mistake out of Nickerson, giving the podium spot to Michael Schwartz there.
With a minute and a half to go.
Yeah. With a minute and a half, I'm going to find our starter cam. He's still got that in his hand. Where is Noah? Noah is on the back side of the track there. So he should be coming around here soon. If we're gonna get there, should be one lap to go here. I would not be surprised to see Noah give up some time even to kind of ensure that he gets that green flag there. That is the white flag out of Barney. That is Noah looking like, yep, still this little battle here between Josh and Justin here. Justin having third place, Merc there of Michael Schwartz all in the rear view. Yeah, will Josh play a role in that last podium position there? It's going to give his teammate Nathan a chance to catch back up and maybe make a last lap move. Let's look here. Yep. Still these two, the only ones within a second of each other. So. We're going to quickly loop into our start cam here for a second. And watch Noah come home to finish. Blinking lights on the M&M Ferrari there. Not seeing a waved checkered flag, but we saw the white one. We know it's what's going on here. So the one I was looking for is oh. We're gonna have to go back and watch that. Looks like Josh getting over on. So down into here, down into the brakes.
Ooh, some late braking.
Maybe a little bit of contact. Going too wide. Oh! So you got 14th and 15th battling for position, while 3rd and 4th are also battling for position. Man, into the race right there. Schwartz taking home the 3rd position.
Hit the zip ties. That's a good battle right there coming to the line.
It absolutely was. Who else do we have? I believe that is everybody finished now. Go back live. Alright. And let's see here. I'm gonna grab and get all the drivers in here. So Who do we have? Yeah. Well, the one good thing for us about Schwartz taking home the third place is that cuts down on one interview. Let's see, goal. Carry. And Reed. All right, all those guys are pinged to come in here. Let's pull up our results here real quick while somebody's doing some donuts on a one at least bent wheel there. So Noah Burge, I can't say that tonight. Noah taking home the win here tonight. Ricky Renner coming in second. Michael Schwartz on that last podium step there. Nathan Nickerson gave it a good shot, but not quite at the end, coming home in fourth. Dave Tilford in fifth. Nick Terrell rebounding into sixth. Kerry Corcoran in seventh. Eighth will be Charles Adams. Morgan Smith in ninth. Dan Carrito in 10th. And there is my results. There we go. 11th is going to be Aaron Reed. 12th, Stephen Wilcox. 13th, Josh Anderson. 14th will be Justin Welsh. Michael Picone. And 15th, William Burrow in 16th. 17th will be Lyman Chow, Tristan Keeping in 18th. 19th will be Austin Diltz. Alex Jaspers rounding out your top 20 there. Josh Betts in 21st. 22nd will be Philip Adams. Shane Chen in 23rd. Corey Williams in 24th. 25th will be Romario Jackson. 26th will be William Harvin. 27th will be Mason Smith. And Rene Badia Jr. in 28th. So let's scroll back a bit. Let's do this. And let me find. That's going to be Aaron Reed. Where is my list? There we go. All right, let's pull Aaron on into the booth here. Aaron, this is John and Mike. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, man.
So bringing home the bronze division win here tonight. Yeah, so you had some of the leaders catch you in some not so opportune moments, but how was the race from your point of view?
Oh man, that's a fun track. It's like really big go-kart track. It's the first time I've raced it. I actually bought it 20 minutes before the race started because I didn't have any time to practice. But it was fun, man. And then when Noah did catch me, he let me like sit there in fear because I was like, dude, just get past me so I can start working on Steve. Because he just followed me for like a lap, and I was like, please go around. But it was fun. It was good. It was a good time. The start was chaos, man. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't know if the track reverted to a 0% state or something, but looked like multiple guys just had no idea how much grip was available into turn one, and all found out the hard way it was not nearly as much as everybody expected.
Yeah, I'm thinking nobody really anticipated that to be the problem turn. I think everybody thought the sweeping right was going to be the issue.
Yeah.
And
the hairpin right looked fun too after one or two people I think had some damage that they were unaware would not allow them to stop. We saw one or two just cook it into the hairpin a little hard.
You just triggered me on that one because I think it was like lap one. I'm coming into that hairpin and I just see a white Corvette on the right. I think it was a Corvette behind me coming up the right side. And then Alex Jaspers, I think, just absolutely torching up the left. And I'm like, oh, God.
Alex had no front bumper and his left wheel was about 90 degrees over. I don't think he realized it was quite that bad.
Yeah, that was a party. That was like a...
But Alex said the right thing. Alex went to the outside and avoided everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't get contact at all there. So it was everybody did good there, but it was terrifying. I had to apologize to the folks in the chat with me. I was like, sorry for the outburst. That was scary.
Well, congratulations. You did really well tonight. 11th place overall. You beat a lot of the silver drivers, so congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to on that number 17 machine before we let you go celebrate?
I think actually AJ Roderick, he doesn't run this league, but he runs
Oh,
NASCAR.
we know AJ.
Yeah, so I kart with AJ, and he's the one who told me about this league. I fell in love immediately. Love this race. Love this league. It's a good time. So appreciate what you guys do.
Well, my condolences for having to deal with AJ constantly. So,
Nah, he's not so bad. Just an angry little guy.
it's a mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all of them.
Yeah. No, but thanks. You guys kill it, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. Hopefully, catch you next week.
I'll be out for the rest of the season. I'm going on vacation, but I'll be back next season.
All right. Well, hopefully, we'll catch you next season then.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Hey, that was your bronze winner, Aaron Reed. And let's see if we have silver is Kerry. I'm not seeing Kerry there. I saw him in there, but I don't see him now. So I guess we'll be skipping our silver interview and we'll just go straight to Michael Schwartz. Michael, this is Mike and John in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How we doing, boys?
Oh, we were sitting there watching that, you and Nathan running so close for so long, and it was almost a shock when we realized you'd capitalized and come out for that podium spot there.
Yeah, I stayed out on the second stint. I stayed out one lap longer, and I thought that would do it. But somehow I don't know. I don't know. He still came out of that pit stop just in front of me, and it's super tough to pass here. And then as close as we are, I mean, it's just like driving behind a mirror of myself. But there was some lap traffic that I think Nate was gonna kind of sweep out and then cut back under. And when he swept out, I just kind of put my car up in there, and then he ended up running a little wide, touched the dirt, and that was really all she wrote. So just a unfortunate bit for him, and fortune for me that he happened to make a mistake, because the previous 55 minutes when he was on my bumper, there was hardly any mistakes. Certainly none of that magnitude. So I got a little bit of lucky. Maybe it was a little bit of pressure, a little bit of luck, but hey, we'll take it.
Hey, you play peekaboo in the mirror long enough, and it will get to people.
Yeah, you got to be opportunistic in this game, right?
Oh, absolutely. Anybody you want to give a shout out to on that 202 machine before we let you go celebrate?
Yeah, man, of course, always the simraces.com crew. Other than the picture that Nick Terrell posted, I have no knowledge or claim of that bit, but yeah, the whole crew, and again, as always, you guys, broadcast crew, and the core guys for putting on an awesome series.
Well, we appreciate it. Hopefully we can catch you next week.
Yes, sir. We'll see you.
All right, that was Michael Schwartz, our gold winner and third place. So we're going to pull Mr. Ricky Renner here. Mike, take it away.
Hey, Ricky, this is Mike and John in the booth. You got a copy with us?
Mike and John in the booth, I got a copy.
Hey, good deal. Well, hey, a little bit of a wild race tonight. The start was definitely chaotic. You end up getting yourself a podium tonight and had a great run. Take us a little bit through the race and how'd it go for you?
Yeah, I think me and Noah both regret our second lap of qualifying, making some pretty simple, silly mistakes there. Put us back on like the third row. Turn one was chaotic. You carry so much speed in there, cold tires. And then obviously, like when you're back there, you want to get through those guys as fast as you can, especially with Mason on pole. And it was just kind of keeping the car on track. But the rest of the race was fairly simple. I feel bad for Mason. We kind of caught up to a lapper and going a little slow, and he kind of hopped the curb. I don't know if he touched me and got loose, or if he just had to brake and got loose over the curb. But that was a bummer, because that was about the only race we had left.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Mason. He was having a great run tonight, and you two were nose to tail for a majority of that race. So it was a lot of fun up here in the booth watching. I think John explained it well. It's almost like a go-kart track tonight. You guys didn't have a whole lot of room to move around, and if you caught somebody in the wrong spot, you definitely had to take your time getting around everybody. But you all move on to Road America for round number 9 next week. How are you feeling about that?
I was looking forward to it, but that track's always pretty tight on fuel, and I switched to the Aston last week, so now I'm kind of stuck in it. But after the BOP changes, it is god awful on fuel. I was just talking to Noah about how much I was saving tonight and barely made it to the same lap as them by saving like almost half a liter a lap. Like it's really bad on fuel, which makes Road America a little sketchy. So we might just take the penalty and switch to another car. We're not really in the points over here right now, so too many missed races, but it'll be a fun one. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to watching you all battle it out here for round number 9. But before we let you get out of here, who do you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to you guys for doing the broadcast and the whole core racing team. It's, just a fun series that we get to race and I always enjoy that. And shout out to the whole simraces.com crew. I was watching the boys behind me have a battle for the final podium spot, which was pretty cool. But some of them have trouble, seem to rotate every week who gets in trouble out there, but it's just good to have everybody out there having a good time in Discord, having fun. So look forward to next week.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the podium tonight. We'll let you get out of here, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you next week.
Yeah, sounds good, guys. See ya.
All right, that was Ricky Renner coming home in second. Time to bring Noah in. Noah, this is Mike and John in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
We're doing all right, but Mason out qualifying you there, and it seems like once you got a hold of first place, you just decided to check out and leave everyone else in the dust tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of polar opposite of last week. Mason had a rough qualifying and just had the raw pace through the race to just make it up on me. And this week is the opposite. I had an off track in my second lap qualifying, so I ruined my shot at doing anything. So P5 start and just had to claw my way back. I felt really good in practice. I wasn't too concerned about the starting spot. I just didn't know how far away he'd be able to run away before I got up to his bumper. Thankfully, the start of the race went well though. And we weaseled our way to P3 pretty quick.
Yeah, there was definitely was turn one just no grip, or because it looked like there were a few shenanigans through there.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone went a little wide. Like, I don't know if it was a combination of cold tires and like dirty track or something. I don't know. Like, it seemed like everyone kind of went wide, and I was kind of just trying to take a wide line to avoid people because, like, I'm pretty sure I was 3 wide going into T3 at one point. I made a move on Schwartz there. So I just tried to stay as far out as I could, and I could see him in my mirror, just getting closer to my right rear corner. I was like, please don't, please don't. But thankfully, it stayed clean enough that we could make it out to the other side.
So, did you and Mason collaborate on the M&M paint jobs tonight?
No, we didn't. Just obviously the news today of Kyle Busch's passing is just tragic story. So as soon as I heard that, I wanted to find some sort of tribute to him for tonight. The M&M car was best I could do. There wasn't like a dedicated Kyle Busch scheme, but yeah, obviously just huge condolences to them, all their family and stuff. That's just a ridiculous scenario, and it just kind of goes to show how fragile life can be sometimes and why we shouldn't have to take these petty things like sim racing for anything more serious than they are. At the end of the day, we're just all trying to have fun out here and have a good time amongst each other, and that's what we tried to do tonight.
Yeah, it's just crazy, but headed to Road Atlanta next week, or not Road Atlanta, Road America.
Thankfully not. I've had enough of Road Atlanta. I'm okay with Road America.
Yeah, Road America. Ricky was saying that he's probably not going to stick with the Aston just due to fuel mileage. So, but another Ferrari's not too bad on fuel.
Yeah.
I seem to remember it
At
driving
this point-
decently around Road America.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just gonna stick with the Ferrari. I don't think that any potential gain I would have with the car would be worth the points penalty at this point.
Yeah.
So even if I have like a second or third place run with the car disadvantage, at this point it's worth the trade-off. We're only 2 races to the end of the season, so
Yep.
if it got super desperate, I would maybe pull something at the season finale, but I don't foresee that happening as of now.
I think Ricky hits the nail on the head. If they bop a car where you're gonna be required to make an extra fuel stop, okay, that's that's something
It's a
that
bit much.
I'm not. I don't care how good you are of a driver, coming down for that third pit stop is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, yeah. One thing you can't beat is fuel in the tank, and if you just don't have it and your competitors do, it's pretty hard to do much of anything, really.
Congratulations on the win here tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to on that 24 machine before we let you go celebrate?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to more motorsports, my boys Kyle and Al, as always, each and every week, driving with them, practicing, all that fun stuff. Shout out to the girlfriend, my dad, my brother, always supporting out there each and every week. Shout out to you guys in the booth, put on amazing product as always. Shout out to Core, also. Fun racing here each and every week, and hopefully we can get this momentum kickstarted again and go have a good run at Road America.
Well, again, congratulations, and hopefully we can catch you in the winner's circle next week.
Hopefully, that's the plan. You guys have a good night.
Okay. All right. Well, that was Noah, our winner. So, Mike, definitely the track did not disappoint tonight. Bunch of really good racing. Felt like the first 40 minutes flew by. I remember I looked up, I was like, oh, there's less than 20 minutes left. So, but yeah, it definitely kept the drivers on their toes tonight. So, yeah, you have any experience at Road America, or again, not the road thing for you?
I know this is going to be a big shocker, but I have not turned one lap there, so that's going to be a big no for me. But I'm excited to see what these drivers can do. Like, you know, we're getting to the end of this season here. We've had a lot of good racing. Again, lap 1 was pretty wild tonight, but everybody kind of evened out, gave some room, and Mason kind of had a rough go tonight, so that was tough to see. But yeah, I'm excited for round 9. I'm learning more every time I come out here and watch these guys turn left and right, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, we'll have to try to get you in a GT3 car at some point. It could be interesting.
Boy, you said it. You said it, not me.
Well, all right. Well, from everyone here at CRN and Core, keep the shiny set up and the rubber set down, and we will catch y'all next week.
See ya.
Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough, but on this track it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip. Hold the line, defeats the word we leave behind. Danger rides with every turn, in every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires, feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight, push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound, burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough, but on this track it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip, hold the line. Defeat's the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn. In every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires. Feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign. Glory waits for those who dare. In the heat of battle, we're prepared. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the end, it sucks. Clears and engines die. The victors stand, the rest just cry. The truth is hard, the road is rough. If you can't keep up, well, it sucks to suck. Engines roar, the lights go green. Metal beasts on gasoline. Pedal down, no turning back. Feel the thunder on the track. Chrome and steel, the battle calls. Through the smoke, we stand tall. Rivals crushed, we leave in dust. Speed is our only trust. You think you're fast, you think you're tough, but on this track it sucks to suck. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. Feel the rush, adrenaline. Victory in our skin. Tighten the grip, hold the line. Defeat's the word we leave behind. Danger right with every turn. In every crash, a lesson learned. The roar of engines, scream of tires. Feeds the need, ignites the fire. You thought you had the skills to win, but the checkered flag is where it begins. Born to race, born to fight. Push the limit, own the night. Feel the fire, hear the sound. Burning rubber on the ground. No mercy shown, no second place. In this league, there's no disgrace. If you're not first, you know the luck. But in the end, it sucks to suck. On the edge of speed, we drive the line. Leave them broken at the finish sign.